So I'm here in front of an archaeological site in Mesopotamia. This is what would be called a tell in Arabic, or a gird. It's a giant pile of brick from past settlements, one on top of the other, built up. And the one behind me here is probably about 30 feet high. And it's just layer after layer of ancient settlement. People built their houses. The mud brick of their houses got decayed, so it collapsed. They flattened it and built on top of it, and over generations, centuries, or even millennia, it grows into a giant mound. This particular archaeological site started about 5,000 years ago, and we can tell from the artifacts that we find in this eroded part of it here that it lasted and it lasted for maybe 3,000 years before people abandoned it. So in this class, we're going to be asking a lot of questions, especially at the beginning, about what, when, and where. One of the questions we're going to be asking is what survives of the past. Not everything, but a few things in particular. For one thing, things that survive include stone tools. People use tools for literally millions of years, and it's extremely durable. So here you can see a core that's had some flakes taken out to be used as tools. Stone survives. Another thing that survives is pottery. People use pottery for ages. We continue to use pottery. And when it's fired, it becomes extraordinarily durable. It will survive for a very long time. Pottery also helps us answer another question about the past, which is when. When we find bits of pottery, like, for example, this used to be, this is the rim of what used to be a jar. A lot of this is what we would call chronologically sensitive. We can tell based on its style, based on the kinds of surface decoration, its shape. You can tell how old it is. Very similar to the way if I showed you a car, you could probably date it to somewhere within the 20th or 21st century. So this is a lovely Hellenistic storage jar, time of Alexander the Great, and like this. On this archaeological site, I've also found a little bowl. It has a very distinctive bend right here, which tells me that this is late Bronze Age, from about 3,500 years ago. And surface treatment is sometimes very sensitive. So this is a lovely piece of blue glaze. This we know, I'll make it bluer with a little spit. This we know is from somewhere in the Parthian to Sasanian range. This is the time of the Romans. The Parthians and the Sasanians were the Romans' adversaries to the east, which is where I am right now. So this is one way that archaeologists answer the question of when in deep time. We use kind of chronologically sensitive artifacts as indicators.